Hello everyone, welcome back to Canal English Sports, where we make sports your English classroom. Today we'll be analyzing a discussion from ESPN about Erik Ten Hag's comments regarding Manchester United's readiness for the new season. Through this video, you'll not only improve your English, but also get some insights into the challenge facing Manchester United. Let's get started. We will start from the statement we see on our screen, and it summarizes everything that was said by Manchester United. Not everything, but the main thing. Erik Ten Hag reveals that his Man United team is already ahead of the season's opening game. We'll start from the word reveals. This word means to make something known that was previously unknown or that was previously secret. Now let's move on to the phrase ahead of. This phrase indicates something happening before an event or time. Therefore, in this sentence, Erik Ten Hag is making it known that his team is not fully prepared before the start of the season, and the use of the phrase ahead of shows that this revelation comes before the first game has even taken place. That's what happened. Next, we have Erik Ten Hag's direct quote. We had the USA Tour squad, and we've added the players who were at the Euros and Copa America. And now the new signings. Now we have to make a team from that. The team is not ready, but the league starts. We'll start from the phrase we've added. This is the contraction of we've added, meaning, no, the contraction of, okay, I say the same thing. The contraction of we have added. That's what it means. So, meaning more players have joined the team, the Man United team. Now, let's move on to make a team from that. So, this phrase indicates the challenge of creating a cohesive unit from various players. That's what it means. It's time for us to go to the league starts. Well, this is a simple statement showing urgency. The season begins regardless of their readiness. Erik Ten Hag is expressing the difficulty of integrating new and returning players into a fully functioning team. The next quote discusses public expectations, and I will read it. Let me use my pen. Okay, people might be expecting us to start going. Erik Ten Hag. Okay, so T was supposed to be capital. Erik Ten Hag is making excuses before the seasons even started. He's right, isn't he? Let's start from the phrase making excuses. This phrase suggests that someone is trying to justify failure in advance. That's what it means. So, is Erik Ten Hag trying to justify future failure in advance? Well, what do the analysts from ESPN have to say? They said he is right, though, isn't he? This is a rhetorical question. We usually use rhetorical questions to emphasize agreements. In this case, this analyst used this rhetorical question to emphasize his agreement with Erik Ten Hag's concerns. Therefore, these statements highlights that some people might accuse Erik Ten Hag of making excuses, but these analysts acknowledge that Erik Ten Hag has valid concerns. So he's saying, well, his concern is valid, he is right, I agree with him, and Erik Ten Hag is not making excuses. The following statement analyzes the challenge. You look at the way that this summer has worked out. Every team is, of course, in the same boat, and it's far from ideal for any manager. Let's start from the phrase in the same boat. Well, it's not technically a phrase, it's an idiom. So, this idiom means that everyone is facing the same situation or problem. Not everyone, at least most of the managers or most of the clubs in the English Premier League, they're facing the same challenge as Erik Ten Hag. Erik Ten Hag. Now let's go to far from ideal. Far from ideal means that the situation is not good or desirable. Therefore, over here, this analyst or this speaker points out that all teams are dealing with similar challenges, which makes it a tough situation for any manager, not just Erik Ten Hag, even though Erik Ten Hag is included. So he's one of the managers that is facing the same challenge. Now, the discussion then turns to the pressure Ten Hag is under. A lot of them are in the same boat. We already took a look at being in the same boat. but unfortunately, there are some who are under a little bit more pressure, one of them being Erik Ten Hag. Now, let's take a look at this particular phrase under a little bit more pressure. This phrase means that someone has more stress or responsibility compared to others. Therefore, over here, the analyst acknowledged that while many managers face challenge, Ten Hag is under more pressure than most. So, do we say he's making excuses, or do we say that, or do we say that we feel for him? At least now it's time for us to see what the other analysts have to say about the situation. And they said, well, so from that point of view, I do feel for him because he really hasn't had any time to try and nail down what he's looking for from his team. Let's start from the phrase, I do feel for him. This shows sympathy or understanding for someone's difficult situation. Nail down. This idiom means to finalize or secure something. So this analyst feels sympathy for Erik Ten Hag. At the same time, he acknowledged that hadn't Erik Ten Hag hasn't had enough time to finalize his team's strategy. So, what do you think about Erik Ten Hag's situation? Is he justified in saying his team is not ready? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, this analysis not only helps you understand football commentary better, but also improves your English language skills. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Ellen English Sports for more lessons like this. See you next time.